Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
I've got another potential leak for you guys, something that I recently found out, and it could be spoilers, so honestly you probably shouldn't have clicked on the video if you didn't want to be spoiled or potentially spoiled. But for those of you who are excited for any little bit of potential Dragon Ball Super news for the future, I have found something that is not necessarily new. I didn't see really any videos about it. There could have been, and I could be wrong, but I haven't seen really anything besides this. Or else if I had seen it, then I would have gotten excited because I had sort of predicted this way back when we first found out that Frieza was a 10th member. So as you guys can see here in this video, Frieza and Goku could be Jiren the Gray from yours truly back in May 10th, 2017. I was talking about that, you know, we had just found out that Frieza was a 10th member, and I was talking about Goku fighting Jiren, not being able to overcome him even with his new potential transformation, and then having Frieza save his skin, and Frieza and Goku tag team Jiren. And so with that being said, I also stated in that video that I would like to see Frieza kind of relinquish his ties to, you know, trying to kill Goku and become a hermit and all this stuff that more than likely at this point now is not going to come true, seeing as how we've seen Frieza sort of been talking like, you know, manipulating the gods, and someday he'll rule over the Xenos and this and that. So he probably has a much bigger part to play later on in the future, so more than likely he's not going to fall to the wayside and be more of a hermit character later down the line, just ignoring the Z fighters and Earth. So that part probably is not going to come true. But Frieza and Goku beating Jiren and fighting him in a tag team, well, I was thinking of that being poetic justice, that Frieza would have to save Goku's skin in order to defeat Jiren the Gray. So both of them could defeat Jiren the Gray, and that way their universe could have a much bigger chance or better chance of surviving. And we've gotten a little while ago, a couple weeks ago actually, we've gotten some potential leaks from Dragon Ball Heroes. If you guys don't know Dragon Ball Heroes, it's a Japanese game. It's further along than any of our games that we have here in the US or in Europe or anything like that when it comes to storylines. I mean, they already got like Gods of Destruction and stuff from other universes in their roster for playable characters and all this crazy stuff, but they have some really cool animations and some really unique storylines, and we've seen some really crazy unique fusion characters, and Goku with different sort of clothing and stuff, and Vegeta with different armor and stuff. So just really interesting storylines, plus some of our favorite villains get new transformations in some of these animations. Well, Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Jiren, Super Dragon Ball Heroes 5 opening, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Dragon Ball Heroes 5 opening. I'm gonna leave a link to the original in the description below, that way you guys can go ahead and check it out. But this intro basically foreshadows a huge part of what could potentially be the ending confrontation between Jiren and Goku. Now, this is an 8-second clip, so it isn't anything crazy, but it basically starts off with showing us a tournament of power. It only shows us 3 fighters left: Jiren the Gray versus Goku and Frieza. And Frieza's in his golden stage, and Goku is in his base form. They're staring each other off. Frieza lunges forward and attacks Jiren the Gray. Jiren shoots off a blast, hits Frieza point blank, but when the smoke clears and the energy clears from his explosion, Goku in Super Saiyan Blue form jumps at Jiren, and that's when it fades out. So what could this possibly mean? I want to give a quick shout out to Jack Sanders. In my last video, Vegeta vs. Hit rematch leaked, he states, in all honesty, Hit should win because Vegeta didn't stand a chance against Hit in the Universe 6 and Universe 7 tournament. But if Akira sends down the care package of plot armor for Vegeta, that would be interesting to show off Vegeta's growth. So essentially saying that Vegeta's gonna have to come out of nowhere, pull shit out of his ass, and then this is what I took it as, and then that's how he's gonna defeat Hit. I don't think that's the case. in the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, not only was Vegeta a lot weaker than when he went through the Goku Black arc, but he also didn't know how to counter any of Jiren's techniques. Now, not only does he know, he's far stronger than that, and possibly he's gone through some training with the Hyperbolic Time Chamber that could help him or assist them in blocking some of Hit's attacks and Hit's abilities. That's all speculation. That's not confirmed. So that last part anyway. But everything else, again, he's stronger and he knows Hit's moves. Not only that, but Hit can't not kill anybody. So his ultimate mastered specialty goes wasted because of the fact that he cannot kill anybody. But again, I like this comment. I just wanted to respond to it personally. Thank you for commenting, Jack Sanders. But again, I don't think it's gonna be plot armor if Vegeta wins. I'm hoping that's not the case. I think legitimately, he not only does he know his techniques, he's stronger, and hopefully he's got a new transformation. That's what I think is gonna put Vegeta over the top. Well, first of all, this is from the video game, so this could be completely wrong. This could be just for the video game, and the video game has a lot of what-if sort of events. So you gotta take this with a grain of salt. And again, I'm probably not the first one to comment on this because this is older. This came out early July. So I'm a little bit late to the party. I just want to give you guys my thoughts on this. So for me, it seems really interesting that they would decide to do a Tournament of Power type of animation where it shows a fight between 3 characters, 2 of which are the characters that I've been talking about having a tag team or a potential tag team in the tournament, Goku and Frieza, and they're fighting Jiren, the one, the only, the badass silent mofo Jiren. And so it looks like they're facing off and Frieza goes in for the attack. And I mean, at this point it kind of just seems like, oh, it's just Frieza, you know, lunging in, not really thinking of, you know, and you know, going in with the bloodlust sort of, not really thinking about Goku. But when the explosion hits Frieza point blank, you know, some people could be like, well, that completely obliterated Frieza, which I highly doubt. I think Frieza tanked it, and then through the smoke, Goku comes forward and attacks Jiren. Now, what could this possibly mean? This is extremely interesting, guys. So these are my thoughts, speculation, and theories. I think, number one, that we're seeing a tag team between Goku and Frieza. Frieza lunges in, takes a hit, Goku pops right through, and it looks like that's just foreshadowing a tag team that they're going to be trying to take down Jiren together, which would be kind of cool because Goku this whole tournament has been trying to tank people by himself and try to take Jiren by himself. So for him to kind of like be like, all right, well, I need somebody else's help, or you know, try to work with another team member, which is Frieza, I think that shows volumes on, you know, where Goku needs to be and what may be happening in the tournament, that Jiren might be too strong, or as I've stated before in the past videos, that Goku has used too much of his energy reserves and he needs Frieza, who has been saving the majority of his energy reserves. And here's my other, this is all theory, all speculation. We don't know what Jiren's abilities are at all yet. I've speculated that it has something to do with his eyes. Maybe he can mimic, or not mimic, but see through any sort of, you know, diversion or any sort of thing that's going on or whatever. So he's focusing on one character, and that's why he's focusing on Frieza. And that's why when Frieza takes a hit, Goku pops out. Not only are they doing tag team, but that could foreshadow that their strategy on fighting Jiren, that they're distracting his senses because his senses seem to be heightened. That means his senses are focused on Frieza and how to focus on Frieza and all the possible moves that Frieza could be doing. But when Frieza takes a hit, it's Goku that pops out, and so he's got to kind of recalibrate himself and try to fight off Goku. That's sort of what I'm thinking it is, as well as the tag team, but it could just be foreshadowing tag team. And again, it could be foreshadowing nothing, because this could be, this Dragon Ball Heroes, this could just be part of the game, which more than likely it is. And in that case, I mean, at least it's fun to speculate. I just thought it was really cool that we get to see this really cool animation, and it has two of the characters essentially fighting side by side, Goku and Frieza, against Jiren, which I stated back in May. And I'm excited if that's the case. Let me know what you guys think of this. Put in the comments below, let me know, guys. Drop me a like if you like my video. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black, signing off.